All right, we're in the interview portion of the show. We are joined in studio by Bears starting linebacker Roquan Smith. Ro, I'm pumped to have you in, man. How are you?
Hey, doing great. In camp right now, so good time of year.
There you go. Day off today, huh?
Day off, so relaxing, massaged up a little bit, but feeling good.
It's a full-service office here. So he came here, got his massage, now he's doing the interview. It's good to go.
There you go. Are you pretty beat up? We're like a weekend?
Weekend, so I'm not too beat up right now. Be pretty chill. Honestly, I don't be too beat up in the season, so.
No?
You know. Yeah, but I don't want to jinx myself, though.
Yeah, right. How's that shoulder doing?
It's doing pretty good.
You got that scar's nasty, huh?
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah, but it's not too bad. I had one before.
It's a football scar. There's
Yeah,
nothing better than a football scar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
But nah, dude, we're pumped to have you in. Like I said, it feels like it's been a long time coming since you came in. We've DM'd a little bit before. Coach De Leon is a friend of ours and everything, so it's great to have you. To kick it off, we want to start with Georgia. I feel like I kind of wanted to start at the beginning here. So did you go back there much? What's like Montezuma like? That's how I pronounce it, right?
Yeah, you actually pronounced it correctly,
Boom.
But there you go. But no, it's a real small town. So Montezuma, Marshallville, Macon County, all of it in general. Real small town, probably Montezuma, probably 4,000 people. Marshallville, where I grew up, it's like 1,000 people. So it's really small. Everyone knows everyone, and yeah.
Is it like a diehard football town?
Every Friday night, like if you wanted to steal something, you could, because like everyone's at the Friday night games.
Dude, I've always wondered that. Like, what do those shops do? Is there like one guy who can't go to the game, or how does that work?
They put the sign in the window.
Yeah,
gone to the game.
Yeah.
But that don't mean no one's going to throw something through his window and take something.
I think people have respect for high school football. Like, hey, it's Friday night.
I
Like
guess
everybody's
so.
on the same page. Nobody do shit.
I guess. Did you like go to a power Georgia high school, or did you go? How were you guys?
We was actually a really small school, so it was only like 400 and some students in the school, and it wasn't really a powerhouse. My freshman year, we won one game. Then my sophomore year, won like 5, and then my junior year, we was like really good. Went to like the second round of the playoffs, I think. Then senior year was like second, third round of the playoffs as well. So it was a built up a program more so, but had a lot of history.
Damn. So were they trying to pluck you up there, or what? Were you just kind of like the guy on the team, or?
Did you play running back too?
Oh yeah, I did it all in high school.
You did it all?
Yeah.
Kick field goals, punts.
I tried a field goal actually in practice one time, because one of our kickers, he was out. Like he had something going on. Coach said, "Let me try." I made the first one. Then coach was like, "Oh, you can actually kick." And then after that went downhill.
Yeah. We're going to go for 2 this game. Roquan, here's the ball.
Because I was looking actually recently that Georgia, I believe, is number 3 with NFL players right now. Like I think it's Florida, Texas, and Georgia. It's such a fucking hotbed, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you look anywhere besides Georgia for college?
Yeah, I actually
Okay.
committed to UCLA.
No shit.
On signing day, it was like UCLA was my first offer, so I'm like, oh yeah, like they showed me a lot of love and everything like that early on. Had a good relationship with the coach, and then one of the coaches was leaving or whatever, and then I got word to me after I had committed. Then I said, let me take a little step back, and it was always my dream to go to Georgia. Mm-hmm. So, and then it was just like, hey, just follow your dreams. In case football didn't work out, it still would have been the place I wanted to be.
Between the hedges.
And like I love Mark Richt. He recruited you, right?
Yeah, Mark Richt.
Yep.
I love that guy.
Yeah, he just seems cool.
Yeah.
He just seems sweet.
Yeah. I tell a story all the time. Ever since he pulled that move against Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do you remember that? Maybe you were a little young for
the
that.
whole team celebration.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when the whole team ran out there. Oh yeah, that's big in Georgia.
Legendary.
Yeah, I love that. He's like, if you don't fucking celebrate, if you don't get going, like they're the number 1 team in the nation.
Yep.
Like get off the team. Like I love that move by him.
Yeah.
He'll take the penalty as long as the team's ready to go. You know.
No doubt.
So I always loved him, and then.
And you love Uga.
Yeah. You can't, who doesn't love Uga?
Everyone loves Uga.
Is Athens just sick? Athens. What's the proper pronunciation?
Athens. Yeah.
Is it just an awesome college town?
It's everything you want in a college town plus a little more.
Yeah? Plus a little more?
Plus a little more.
You want to fill us in on what that means? What's a little more mean?
Everything you can think of.
There you go.
It's good to be a football player in Georgia.
Yeah. So you were there for what, 3 years?
Yeah, I was there for 3.
3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it tough to make that decision to come back or not, or you were kind of ready to go?
No, man, it was really tough. So, like, honestly, I knew at the end of the year, I knew I was going to be a first-round pick. wasn't quite sure where I would go in the first round, but and then it was just like it was so special there at Georgia. Everything knew we had just lost in the Natty, so trying to chase that again, and like the brotherhood we had there. So it was pretty sweet. So I miss it often. You know, the league is special, but there's nothing like Athens, Georgia.
Yeah, it's just you're right, man. Something about Georgia, just SEC football is awesome.
Well, there's the other thing where it's just those games last for 6 hours. When they're the CBS game, you just feel like you just block off your whole day. We got Georgia, we got Florida. It's the greatest cocktail party or whatever it is. And you just sit there all day. The game doesn't end. The fourth quarter lasts 3 hours.
Yeah,
and it's one of those like awesome places. And
not even to mention that the national championship. I mean, great game. Obviously, not the results you wanted, but that had to be like, man, I kind of want to get kind of settle this score, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. You know, don't like living the past much, but yeah, man, that game, it was because we had it and blew it basically, and so it is what it is. But they got my number.
Well, but when they brought in Tua though, what was that like? When it was like, who the fuck is? Well, did you know who he was?
So honestly, I didn't really know who he was. I never heard of the guy prior to halftime. At halftime, Coach Smart was like, "Hey, don't be like surprised if they put in a new quarterback at halftime." I had this feeling or whatever, and so he was like, "Yeah, he's this left-handed guy or whatever like that." So we listening, and we didn't know any better. And then to come out on the first drive, he didn't really do much because I think I sacked him on the first drive, and they punt or whatever. And then
this
after
guy
that,
sucks.
Yeah, I was like, okay, just another little spark for them trying to give him a spark. But yeah, it turned out the guy was a pretty good player.
Yeah, for real, man. It was unbelievable. Like, it's just like, you just got that sitting on the bench. Bama, man. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, and then you guys had just gone through Baker. You beat Notre Dame. Like, you guys were like, you're just knocking off all the top teams on your way. It's seemingly like that was going to be the national championship. And then Tua. What was it like playing at Notre Dame? Because that was the first time Georgia had ever played a game north of the Mason-Dixon line. And you guys brought the entire state with you. So did that feel like did you feel like you had that Notre Dame environment where it's like, oh, like this is a special place, or was that just like another game for you guys?
No, it was definitely special because we never really got to experience anything like that, looking up at, touchdown Jesus, things like that. So it was pretty dope, and just seeing the vibe there, how different it was from down in Athens, and the fans was different. Even though there was a lot of Georgia fans there was a couple Notre Dame fans there, and they're just so quiet and innocent. So it's like these ruthless Georgia fans that are taking over.
Yeah, it's a bunch of maniacs for sure. What's up now, bro? What did you like to do there? You just kind of seem like you're not only a football guy. I feel like you kind of, I hate the word hobbies, because it's like I don't collect figurines and
stamp
nothing.
collection.
Yeah, exactly. I don't do that. But what do you do, bro? You go down to Georgia a lot, or what's the off season for you?
The off season, man, it varies honestly depending on the time of year. I love hunting, getting out, fishing on the water. I've yet to deep sea fish, but I've been trying to get out on the water and do deep fishing. Can't find a boat.
Yeah. I don't know. He's found a boat before, people. We know what's up.
Lake Michigan don't allow me to deep sea fish, so can't do that.
So you're kind of like a country boy then.
Yeah, country boy at heart.
All right.
And love trying new foods though, going to restaurants and stuff like that.
It's a good city for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you hunt?
Like hog, deer. Growing up, used to hunt squirrel, rabbit, everything like that. So it's a variety of things.
Are the hogs that bad?
Oh man, they tear up. I was telling someone this story yesterday. It's crazy. Man, they'll tear up farmers' fields. If you got a field full of corn, peanuts and stuff like that, man, those hogs will come up, root everything up, lose you a lot of money. So they'll pretty much tell you, you just come get the hogs, come get them. Yeah.
we have an outdoors faction. This girl Sydney, and she was in a helicopter shooting them down. That's like a big thing, I guess.
It looked like a scene out of Vietnam.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Some crazy movie. They're hanging out the side of the helicopter. Maybe then forget deep sea fishing. You need to go sky hunting.
Sky hunting. Yeah, that sounds crazy. I've done night hunting with some night vision, with hogs. So they pop up and you pop them like that. But yeah, that's crazy.
I can't get around to that though. It's terrifying in the morning walking into the woods when it's pitch black.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, probably a lot less scary when you're Roquan Smith, but for me, I'm like, I don't know who's out here, devil worshippers and shit,
You and I aren't running away from anybody. Roquan's getting away. We're like the bait left behind. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt.
Then this time of year, do you like have like this internal clock? Because I always joke about this with my buddies. Like a calendar turns to August, and I still feel like I'm 35, super fat. I haven't done anything athletic in like 6 years. I still kind of feel like I should be like putting pads on. Do you like have like, were you like ready to go like when camp started, or you're like, oh, fuck, we got like 2 days, like things are hard again?
No, I was actually pretty ready to go because initially it was like, in the summertime, I just be summertime, spring. I just enjoy the time off. And then once that time come around, man, I'm like ready to go because you don't know how many you'll get.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, and you're like you like practice then, or it's just you just like being in the swing of things? You like the whistles and the grass, or what is it? I mean, what is it about practice that kind of like gets you going? Just knowing the season's coming closer, or what?
Yeah, popping pads a little bit, knowing the season is coming, and then just going out getting ready to compete. I love competing, so that's like probably the biggest thing, being able to get out there and actually compete against someone.
Yeah. So you also said big food guy. What do you like to try? What have you found in Chicago so far that you've really liked?
Oh man, I'm a big sushi guy.
Okay.
But I like steak as well, so I'm a big steak guy, sushi, pretty much anything. There's not many foods I don't eat.
Yeah. How's Georgia? I mean, the gas station thing true? Like you pull up to a gas station, they just got Unreal Barbecue. Is that how it is?
I've never heard that.
Well, I just heard it's the South in general. Like anywhere you
yeah.
go, like you could just fall with a blindfold into a good barbecue spot.
Yeah, there's a couple good barbecue spots, but not too many at convenience stores and stuff like that. At least I haven't experienced that.
Okay. Maybe I was lied to.
Yeah.
I think that was. But
it was Brandon Walker.
Yeah,
it was Brandon Walker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So how you feeling about the season this year?
Man, I'm excited. Last season, personally, last season was a pretty solid year for me. So just building off that, then I think the defense, if we're healthy, man, hey, I don't think anyone can stop us. Then I think the O is better. So I think it's going to be a good year.
Do you think the defense, obviously, it was, as opposed to 2 years ago, maybe slipped a little bit? What do you think kind of caused that? What was kind of the difference between the year prior?
I think it was a little attention to details, things of that nature, a little attention to details and injuries as well. A lot of people was banged up. If you look over from 2018, not many people was banged up. And when you look at that defense, it's pretty much a lot of the same people, just not as many guys was hurt. But like the last couple of years, like been in injuries. And I think if we can get over that hump and those little attention to details and get back to playing fast and physical how we was when everyone's healthy, I think.
What's the difference with Coach Desai right now? Do you think like it's going back to that a little bit? Do you think the attention to detail is like being stressed more? What's with new coach? What's it like now?
Yeah, no, I think it's big time. Like attention to details. That's like his focus. He tell you right away. It's the little things, and it's the little things that matter. So he's one of those guys, and I think if we can hone in and tune into those little things and do the little things the right way, I think the sky's the limit. I think we'll definitely get back to that level or even better, in my opinion.
Now that you're in, like, what is this going to be your 4th year now?
Yeah, 4th year.
Do you feel like added pressure to be a vocal leader? Is that something you do kind of naturally?
I don't really get into like being a vocal leader. I say a few things here and there, but I just like say, hey, watch between the whistle. You watch that, and you can tell I'll lead by that.
Okay.
Well, I mean that's Danny's role, right? He's the vocal leader.
Danny is definitely more vocal than I am.
Mm-hmm. And what's it been like playing with him? I mean, just an inspirational dude. It even shines through like guys just sitting on the couch. I feel it with him. Has he kind of had a big effect on your career so far?
Oh, no doubt, man. The guy Danny, like, yeah, he's a special dude, man. So selfless. The guy don't really, care who get to praise anything like that. He just comes out each and every day, veteran, 10 years in. So that's a while. I hope I get there one day, 10 years. But the guy does a lot for the room, don't really ask for anything, and just any way he can help anyone, he's willing to help.
You're right, man, because you came into town, you were like the sexy new Ferrari, and it's like, hey, don't worry, I could still pull some miles on this side, too. He don't give a shit.
Well, you know what? He's like the number one, how every team has one every camp, best shape of their life guy?
Yeah.
It's Danny Trevathan.
Yeah.
That for the Bears this year. Like, everyone, he's in the best shape of his life.
He looks
I'm
good.
excited. I feel like the
guy's
defense
lean.
is back. Yeah.
What do you think? What happened? He just been getting after it?
Gluten-free?
Hey, I don't know. I haven't really asked him, so whatever he's doing, he's doing. Maybe I'll ask him in a year or so when I'm like getting up there in the years a little bit.
What are you, 26 now?
24.
24. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I can't. 24? Do you feel like a dude? Do you feel like a man, or do you feel like a kid still?
Nah, I feel. There's times I feel like both. You know,
Dude, honestly, that's such a basic question. But at 24, I definitely did not feel like a man. Right?
I don't know when that starts because I don't feel like it.
No, I still don't.
Yeah.
I'm 30.
I asked my dad that the other day. He's like, I don't know. I turned 50.
Really?
Yeah. So like, I think like maybe once you have kids and you're just like, well, this is my life now.
That's fucking. It's wild to
crazy.
sit here
Yeah.
with you and be like, damn, you're 24.
yeah, 24.
Well, no shit. He doesn't remember the Mark Rick celebrating, like go rub it in Tebow's face. Like,
Exactly.
of course not. He was like 4 years old.
Exactly. You still got your deer stand out there like, from high school that you still use. That's crazy, man. So yeah, man, I'm excited. How much were you aware of Justin Fields before, like Georgia and everything? Because he was obviously a big name coming out of Kennesaw, did the show. How much did you know about him beforehand?
Honestly, so when I was at Georgia or whatever, I knew Georgia was recruiting him hard because I think initially he had committed like Penn State or something, and then Georgia ended up getting him to flip. And so when he flipped, before I had decided I was going to come out, I think we was at Georgia maybe like 2 weeks together, 2 or 3 weeks together. So like, heard a lot of great things. And then like when I was going back over the summer when they was in camp, prior to me signing and stuff, got to see him a little bit in camp. I'm just out there watching. So yeah, he was definitely a big name coming into Georgia as well.
Dude, yeah.
Is there like a secret handshake for the dogs in the locker room?
Well, he's not really a dog, if
He's right, though.
I was wondering. Well, he spent some time there.
He spent some time there, but like, if you ask him, he's gonna say he's a Buckeye.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's where he made his money at. In my opinion. So, but there's a couple other.
You saying
dogs.
Ohio State has violations? This is pre-NIL money. He's making money at Ohio State.
Made his money as far as coming into the league.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I don't know what else Ohio State has going on.
Yeah.
Who knows? What I saw Fromm might get the job there. What do you think? You think he'll do all right in Indy?
Oh, well, Eason maybe.
No, is it Eason or
Eason.
It's Eason. Sorry,
Yeah,
my mistake.
Eason.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's what I meant.
Also not a dog.
Yeah.
So
No, he's a dog.
He's
not his
a
fault.
He's a
partial-
Washington dog.
But it's not his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it doesn't go your way, you got to go somewhere
So he's
else.
a dog and a dog.
I don't know.
I think he's a partial
He's a
dog
mixed
because he
breed.
did start.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a mixed breed. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So because he started 1 year at
Yeah,
Georgia,
he did. Yep.
Yeah. No, yeah, that was crazy how that all worked.
Yeah.
You did you go hunting and shit a lot with Jake?
Oh no, I didn't really go hunting too much with him or ever, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
It was just like high school friends and stuff.
Yeah, it was more so like high school friends when I would go back home. And then one of my buddies in college, Ryan Rankin, he played linebacker with me. So actually, like last year, I think that's why I went hog hunting with him since I was in the league and whatnot. So he's a good guy to go hog hunting with.
And big car guy. I wanted to get into that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was doing my due diligence on you. I was texting her. I was like, hey, what do you know? What could I ask Roquan? Like, hey, he loves food. He loves cars.
That's from De Leon?
Yeah, exactly.
About like him?
Yeah, exactly. He's like, he loves cars. He likes food. What are you driving? Was that like your most excited thing you were ready to do when you hit the signing bonus and everything?
Honestly, no, because when I first came in, I had this like deal, whatever. So I was driving this BMW and then this Nissan that I had from college and whatnot. So I really got into cars more so maybe like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Went from like a Mercedes to a Big B,
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There we go.
What color is the big B?
All black, black
All
on
black, windows,
you go.
windshield
Yeah,
tinted.
everything.
So that like leads me to the next question. Why no visor? I feel like that's the only thing missing from your game. Like if you want to be a sweet ass linebacker, you might have to throw the visor on.
Yeah, I feel like you could be sweet making plays though. And
It's also true. It's also true.
Yeah, I think I could be sweet with my lateral quickness, making fucking big tackles instead of
No
putting a
doubt.
dark tinted visor on my helmet.
and making it harder to breathe.
Tell me Ray Lewis wouldn't have been just a little bit worse if you didn't switch that visor. He's a bad boy with that visor. Just saying.
you
a little
agree with
intimidation
that?
factor.
Hey, it definitely, you can't see your eyes and everything like that. I think it's definitely sweet, but I run all day, so
Yeah,
I
that
need
is
all
true.
the breath the wind that I
Yeah.
can have,
Did that shit ever get settled when someone stole your college stuff out of the car?
Oh yeah, that stuff been got settled.
Oh, you got it all back and everything?
yeah, I got everything back.
Oh, that's great, dude. What did they grab?
They grabbed, he grabbed,
He did?
but what he got, like my tablet, just it was like a lot of random shit, jerseys and hiding them, and it was like he put them in weird ass places, but yeah, it was
Do you
crazy.
have the playbook on that tablet?
It was the playbook
Okay.
on that,
Yeah.
but his ass, cause he didn't know how to get into it. You know what I mean?
It's like a big time security breach.
Yeah.
You should have just blamed like the little backtrack in the defense. Like that guy stole the tablet, gave all our calls out.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happened. It wasn't our fault.
Damn, man. That was Coach mad at you about that?
There was a little. I'm thinking they was a little pissed, but yeah, it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, I
And,
mean, you were pissed. You got like some
Yeah,
prized
I'm like,
possessions
fuck.
stolen.
I was just out there in the car, then went in and come back out the next morning, about to go get breakfast with my guys, and I realized stuff a little off. I'm like, man, something's missing. I felt something off. Then I'm say, okay, let me look for something, and it wasn't there. And I said, hey, something's up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most mad that Coach Nagy, Coach Fangio, or any coach has been at you at the Bears level?
I haven't really. At least I haven't experienced or seen it. Haven't been too pissed off at me.
What about Kirby?
Kirby.
He seems like a fiery guy.
So yeah, the most pissed Kirby has been at me. I think we was playing Appalachian State, and then it was so like I took a chance on some shit. The running back, he stepped up like he was coming, so I tried to go add on and get a free sack or something. And then the running back got out late. Quarterback dumped into him, gained like 20 yards. I came over to the sideline. Kirby was like, yeah, he got off into me. That's probably the only time he really got off into me was that game right there.
Really?
That's surprising because he seems like a lunatic. He seems like he's yelling at everybody all the time.
Yeah, that's true. But when you're out there making those plays, how I was making them, then it give you a little
Do
leeway.
whatever you want.
Yeah. If you don't got reason to be mad at someone, you don't got reason to be mad at them.
Yeah.
Damn, that's good. The Big B, that must be a nice ride in the house hall.
Oh yeah, but hey, there's some crazy things up in Hallis Hall now.
Well,
Yeah.
Tariq's got a couple of crazy ones too, doesn't he?
Well, he drives like the Spider kind of things, right? Or what are those things, that are like open
The
top or
three-wheel
whatever?
or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little 3-wheeler. What are those? Can-Ams or something?
I don't
even know.
I don't even know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you got to have a motorcycle license to have that or whatever. But I don't know. Whatever.
I would be afraid to drive that.
Who's got the best whip though?
I probably got to go with Danny.
What
Yeah.
does he have?
Yeah, Danny has a truck, Lambo truck that's like vicious.
See,
Yeah.
you just that's a respect thing right
Yeah.
there. Too.
Yeah.
You're looking out for your guy.
No, but I'm not looking out. It's the truth.
No. Who's
If
got
you
the,
seen it, you would say it. You would say the same thing.
Who's
Yeah.
got the worst one?
Yeah.
The worst car on the team.
From somebody who like could afford a better car. Let's not. Throw,
Yeah,
like,
of course.
Yeah.
You're not
Okay,
gonna,
okay,
we're not
someone
going to be
that can
giving
afford
a
better car.
practice
Yeah,
squad guys some
right.
grief here.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. That's a tough one, huh?
Who?
Used
Prince?
to be James Daniels driving that van before he just got a Tesla.
Oh,
He used to be
James
driving.
Daniel, like a minivan?
Oh yeah, he drove a minivan for 2 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think to his second year, bro. Then he got that Tesla.
He said it was a rookie. Can I be honest with you? I want James Daniels driving a van. That's who I want on my offensive line. Put it out there. Get an Astro van, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
That's good for his brand.
Yeah.
That's-
I would agree.
That's a guy I trust protecting my quarterback.
I would offer him an extension right now.
Yeah.
If he's still driving.
I like that he was
Yeah.
driving that van. What was Prince driving?
Oh, it was like a 2012. It's like a 2012 Nissan Altima, I think. Something
That's
Oh,
the White
really?
Sox Dave car.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
we have a
Like,
coworker who has a tan Nissan Altima. That's great.
No.
But the crazy thing, it was always messed up. It was always tearing up, having to give him a ride home. He was like, bro, the battery's dead, alternator. Like, it was always something wrong.
You're in the NFL. Just I'll drive you to the dealership. You cut him a check. We'll solve this problem.
Yeah,
That's
like a
unreal.
Prince.
Were you guys constantly giving him shit? Like, dude, I don't want to drive your ass home.
Oh, everybody. Honestly, I only drove him home like 2 or 3 times, but like it was just something was always wrong with this car. So it was just like, and then it's like, bro, you've made a shit ton of money. You can go get a nice car.
He had first round pick money.
Yeah, first round
Yeah.
pick. Yeah, and then signed a nice deal in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He just doesn't care. That
Yeah.
would be like me. Like I just not a car guy. I'd be like, yeah, the Nissan's fine.
Yeah.
What's Khalil like? How would you describe him?
Cool dude, man. He's a cool dude. Down to earth, give you a lot of real advice, and I think he's just a realist and one of the hardest workers I know.
Yeah.
How about Akeem?
Vicious. If I had just one word, vicious.
Yeah.
Vicious ass dude. Yeah.
Have any of those guys, like we talk about the coaches, have any of those guys like gotten your ass a little bit?
No, because we're all adults at the end of the day.
Are you though? You're 24.
Yeah, I am. I have my adult tendencies, and then I have my other
He's
tendencies.
a professional. We're not sure if he's an adult. Like, that's kind of where
we're all pros.
Yeah.
Who's your guy you like to go out with the most? Like who's like, have a couple drinks, maybe do whatever.
Okay, couple drinks, do whatever. Probably Josh Woods, because life of the party. Because I can just sit back and let him entertain everyone. That's what he do.
I like that.
He's an outgoing guy.
He seems like a funny guy.
Yeah.
I think it was Josh Woods. I think it was a couple years ago. He was like, man, he's like, Barstool, do they sell velour tracksuits? And I was like, I don't think so. Why?
Nope.
He's like, and I was like, oh, I don't think so. He's like, I'm looking for a present for someone. I was whatever. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I wish we did though. We should.
We'll do a custom one just for him.
We should definitely sell that.
And then Alex Bars. Shout out Alex Bars.
Oh, Alex Bars. Yeah. Shout out to Bars.
Yeah, that's your guy. But yeah, man. I mean, I think we're all excited. Do you think you got high hopes for everything?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I think the defense is going to be better, and then I think the offense is better. So if you add those two together and everyone plays to the standard that I know we can all play to, I think that's a breed for something sweet.
Does it feel like different in the air at camp than it did last year or the year before? I mean, I feel like last year was obviously a weird year with COVID, but just like the energy around the teams, it feel like the expectations, everybody's pulling together in a different way. Yeah,
no doubt. So actually, I was in the locker room chatting with a couple of guys, and it was like, man, like we was just chatting, bullshitting around, and like, man, like we're having fun, man. Like it don't seem like camp. It seems like we're just all out there having fun. So like normally when that's going on, everyone's having fun. Not people is like miserable, like hating that it's camp and really enjoying it each and every day. That's when you know you got something going.
No brawls like we saw the Giants had the other day.
No brawls like that was crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I mean, what was it about the lows last year? I assume probably during that 4-game skid. What was it about the lows? We're like, man, this doesn't feel right. Like, what was there something about last year that felt a little off?
I think it was just, honestly, I don't know what it was. I know the attention to details wasn't to the level that they had been the weeks prior to that. So I think the attention to detail was the main thing, and it was just like people just was. I don't know. So but yeah, can't go back there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. No, I mean, what about like the quarterback thing? Does that, I mean, being on the defensive side, like, does that get a little weird for you guys? Because it's like, hey, that's not really my thing, but it directly affects me.
Yeah, you try not to think too much about it because at the end of the day, regardless of what you say or do, it's not going to change anything. So I think of it just like, hey, they're going to put the best guy out there to put us in the best situation to win, and I'm just going to go over here and do my part and put us in the best situation to win as well.
Do you enjoy, like, I don't know, maybe make an interception, or would you rather light somebody up? If it were up to you. Like, you can only do one.
Probably an interception because that's a turnover, get the offense the ball.
Okay.
There you go.
That's the right answer. That is the right answer, yeah.
Yeah, hits only,
Yeah, I should have said sack or just a big hit.
Yeah, light tackle's the same as a hard tackle.
That's
right?
true.
Absolutely,
True.
as long as you get them down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in film, you get a little more credit, right? The boys get a little more fired up.
You get a little more juiced up. Just like if, someone, a receiver or running back, beat someone so clean on a route or something, they all get, like, juiced up and stuff.
Do you like film?
Yeah, I do. I learn a lot from it.
Well, how about, like, the next game film, I guess? Like, as opposed to, like, watching pregame of the Rams. So you like that more, or is it kind of like you get nervous? Because I remember that was like a big thing in high school. I was like, oh man, like if you had a bad game, I don't want to watch the tape. So you're someone who looks forward to it?
Yeah, I look forward to it, and I know every game there's going to be a play or two that I'm just like, yikes.
Yeah.
But, that all comes. I'm not going to have, if there's 100 plays, I'm not going to be correct on all 100. No one is. So
yeah, for sure.
What do you think of this new 17-game schedule? You guys, is that like another opportunity, or is it like, I don't know, who signed us up for this?
Hey, I don't really get too much in thinking about it. Like, hey, it is what it is. It's on the schedule, so hey, I'll be there.
You liking Chicago though? Like,
oh yeah, I love Chicago.
Yeah,
great city.
Have you been able to sit down with some of the past linebackers?
Not really. I like with Urlacher out in Arizona one time at a Nike event. Hung out with him. Met Briggs a time or two.
Okay.
And then Singletary met him as well. Met like Otis Wilson and Dick Buckus. Met him in college. So met some of the guys, but haven't really been like any extensive like conversations like long.
Were you aware of that tradition of linebackers in Chicago when you got drafted?
Oh, right away. As soon as I got drafted, I knew. I'm like, oh crap, like.
Got a lot to live up to.
Yeah. I mean, your room's pretty sick, right? Like, aren't those guys like all muraled on or something like that? The linebacker room.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sick. Like with all those guys, and it's a long line. There's a lot of really good guys that are not like really that you talk about as much, but like when you really look at it, it was really good.
Well, I feel like that's even Briggs. Like Briggs was unbelievable, but he was always
sick.
the number 2 guy behind Urlacher. So.
Yeah, but Singletary, how was that? I feel like he'd be the one to pull you aside outside the bed and be like, hey man, like here's how it is. Was it like that at all, or was he just kind of normal interaction with him?
It was kind of normal interaction, but maybe like 10 minutes or whatever. We was over at Bears 100, so that probably was the reason why it wasn't like all crazy or anything like that.
He didn't go bug eyes on you.
Well,
a little bit,
a little bug eyes,
a little bit,
All right,
just natural.
Yeah, you can't help it. Yeah,
no, that's great. But nah, I mean, Ro, that's it was great to have you in, man.
I think you're our first biggest guest in the new office.
Yeah.
So,
what do you think of the place?
Yeah,
hey, it's pretty sick, man. Like,
we'll have to have you sign the
fan.
wall or something. Yeah.
I'm a fan. It's pretty sick. I like it.
Nice, man. Well, thanks again, man. Good luck this season. We're pumped to watch you. Pumped to finally meet you, like we said.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you met him one time. He stole your hat, didn't he?
He stole my hat and then beat me in bags at
Roquan, he's a hat thief. Look at that.
Big time hat. Actually, I gave it to him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. But he did beat me in bags too.
You guys just inside the bar?
No, at country what's the country music festival?
Windy City.
Oh,
Windy City Smokeout. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice. There you go.
It wasn't my fault. That guy sucked.
There you go. And then, I mean, at Roquan, I do gotta ask, obviously. I've been referencing the boat. You know what I'm gonna ask. Like, what happened? What did Coach say to you after all that went down?
Actually, my guy was the first one to text me, but nothing really happened, because nothing happened,
I mean, nothing should happen. I mean, you're probably like 22 at that point. Mm-hmm. You should be able to be a 22-year-old guy on a boat with an adult film star. There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're responsible.
Live your life. Yeah.
That was
carefully.
I think it was still my. I think that was still my most clicked blog of all time. Was being like Roquan Smith. She is. Were you? You might have been wearing the visor too. I forget exactly. It was just. That was great. That was a proud linebacker moment.
Looked like a good time. Looked like a good time.
All right, Ro. Anything else? You want to pump the socials or anything? You got anything you want to get out to the people or anything like that?
No, I'll just let it show,
for sure.
Come September 12th, I think.
There we go.
Yeah.
No socials. Don't worry about it. There we go. I do like you're an inspirational quote guy.
Oh yeah,
those get me going a little bit.
Yeah,
you see that?
I appreciate your halftime stuff when we're doing doing the right thing, like Bears fuck, like you sitting on the couch. Where's your little chair? I don't see your chair in here.
Yeah. Well, I had to throw it out, man. A 4-game losing streak and put me on my ass. I'll get what should I do? We'll talk. I'll get something this year. We'll make it better.
We got to get you like a metal bench like from an old high school football stadium. Like that'll be your chair for this year.
I think that'll be great.
Well, good. I'm hoping to do a lot of happy halftime videos this year.
No doubt.
But thanks again, Ro. You're the man. Pumped to watch you this year, like we said. Pumped for the Bears. Let's do it. Bear down.
Let's do it.